As you can see from this graph, power rates in New Brunswick have been steadily rising within the last decade and have been sitting stagnant since about 2009 at about 19 cents per kilowatt. Okay, we are Drain Power. We use water that flows through this otherwise wasted potential to generate clean energy, and we're much more inexpensive than other options on the market for generating clean electricity as well. As you can see how it works, water flowing through your drains can spin a small hydroelectric turbine which stores power, which generates electricity and stores that power in a battery tank, which can in turn be used to power different appliances in your home.
As Kyle said, we are much more inexpensive than other forms of producing green energy in the market today. On average, solar power and geothermal power are very expensive to install and both maintain in your home. Drain power, if you look at the cost comparison, just evident with the numbers, it's quite a difference. The average return, it takes 71% longer to pay back for geothermal and 88% longer to pay back for solar power for the investment with the power savings on your home. Our product works in most places with running water in your house, such as sink drains. This could be a kitchen sink drain, and this could be a bathroom sink drain. It works in shower drains. It works in like a washer, where you drain your washer. Bathtub drains, eave straws, so like the water that runs off your house runs in through pipes. Just won't work in toilets due to black matter. Better word for it. As you can see by the following quotes up here, we have homeowners who want to use our product. We have people who have been helping us and want to help us with our product. We have electricians and plumbing instructors and just plumbers in general who think this is a great idea and think it'd be great for homeowners and bringing power and savings to the average Canadian who can't really afford solar panel or geothermal energy. We're smart.
We're green.
We're inexpensive.
And we're Drain Power.
Thank you.
Great presentation, guys. So I saw the $2,000 cost. Is that for 8 units or for 1 unit?
That is for 8 units being placed in a home. Our average cost right now is $150 per unit.
And that takes about 2.5 years to have your return?
Yes, that's with your batteries and all your wires and everything included into that cost.
So I'm not very energy techy, so I'm going to ask this question as best as I can. What's the energy capacity for, when it's taking the energy from the water and it's going into this battery, what's the capacity?
Our conversion is 1 liter to 3.6 volts. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of energy, but minding you, when you wash your hands, that's 2 to 3 liters. When you take a bath, that's around 50 or 60. If you have more, like you probably have 2 or 3 people in your house who take a shower a day, if it rains outside, and eventually those numbers would add up.
And so have you already created, have you tested this yet?
Yes, we have tested a prototype. Over there, we're actually looking at our second prototype right now, and after we get that second prototype going, we're looking to release the market.
And who would install these?
We're just looking at the average DI, like just do-it-yourselfer.
Of course, if you're going to hook this into your house's main power grid, then you should absolutely get an electrician to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And then also we could get plumbers and electricians who could also sell this, and same with contractors building your home.
So what's the next steps for you guys?
Right now we're really here to get mentorship to find out what those next steps are.
Great presentation. I really like the fact the way you did your presentation is really good. You guys know you're talking about I like how you're using, a simplified and washing our hand can actually generate heat. It's thinking outside the box, and that's what we got to do in today's world. I think some of the challenge is definitely going to be how to get this installed in the existing house. The new house, the people that want to buy a new house and want to build are looking at the green aspect for sure. Are definitely going to consider something like this. I really think it's a great idea, and there's all kinds of potential. Have you looked to see if you're the only one in this space, or is there anybody else?
We're the only one who's doing it There are people who are trying to do it on inflows, but that slows your house pressure rate, like really like cuts it almost in half because it has to go through the water wheel. With us, you don't really honestly care how quickly your water goes through your pipes in your house when it's leaving your house. So it does slow down the flow of your plumbing, but I mean, it's creating electricity at the same time. And there is places in the States that try to do this with the sewer system and like had like a big turbine, but since it had to have black matter and stuff to be able to go through it, it didn't really turn out the best because it just made a mess.
So if you had 4 of these, let's say 4 systems installed in your house on 4 different areas, how much water could the average household expect to capture in the run of a day? And what would that, you can estimate, right? It's not, I know
So,
you just a pilot project.
could you-
Just a second, there's a second part. The second part of that is what could it power? So what could one day of captured energy power?
One day of captured energy could power your fridge maybe for a day. We understand it's not going to power an entire house. We're just there to collect the savings and just to take stuff off your power bill.
Like we said, it's a supplementary electrical system. Like it's not gonna power your entire house, but it can help, knock a few dollars off your power bill.
And just a follow-up question to an answer that you've already given. With the existing houses, how difficult is it to install after the house is built?
We're looking at that avenue right now. We want to be able to have it. If you can see on our prototype, there's 2 metal brackets. We want to almost be able to go into a house, cut a piece of section of pipe out, put that piece in, and just tie it and screw those 2 brackets in.
Thank you.
Have you been able to measure the savings? So let's say when you guys were talking about the bill.
Yeah.
So if I'm using this technology, what is the savings? Is it a 10% off my bill? Is it 14%?
It all depends on how much, with our calculations for the 2.5 years to get back to your house, that's on what the average Canadian household uses. Now, mind you, if you're a single person living in an apartment, or if you're a family of 4 living in a house, those are going to be 2 very different things. So I'm going to say, like on average, it's going to bring back around 15 to 16% of your power bill.
Awesome.
Just lastly, I think there's a big use for industrial in this. Like, there's a lot of people going through a lot of water. That might be a sector you want to tackle first before it's all the household. Because yes, everybody saves a little bit of money, but if you want a quick way to the market, is tackling somebody that's going through a lot of water and trying to capture that as it's leaving is going to be beneficial for them quite a bit. That could be the first kind of initiator that you could go in and you could validate what you're doing to them, and then it's easier spread through. Just as a comment, you probably have already.
Well, actually, we were at our school, and I was in gym class, and one of our sewer drains from the winter, it all drains through one drain on our roof, and it actually cracked, and it was leaking, and I just kind of thought of that same idea and saw how much water was coming out, and the light bulb kind of went off my head, so we are looking at that sector as well. Thank you.
How about a little drum roll? We're tapping the feet. So, last prize of tonight for first place for Idea Catalyst is Drain Power.